Welcome, beautiful soul. It's time to remember who we are. You were born for this moment, this breath. Nature teaches us and reminds us that whatever it is that we are searching for, that whatever our hearts and souls are longing for, we must know our unlimited power and worth. It's all already within us. So thank you for saying yes to this moment. Thank you for saying yes to this journey. And most of all, thank you for saying yes to yourself. Welcome, beautiful soul. Welcome, beautiful soul. Today we're going to talk about how you can let it grow. How can you let it grow? How can you move from self-protection to self-expression? I'm going to dive deeper into that with you in just a moment. First, this is our time to breathe. So I invite you to close your eyes if you're safely able to. And let's use this opportunity to settle into ourselves. Let yourself enjoy the gift of breath, the gift of life, the gift of you being alive. And so we're simply breathing right now. No need to change it. Simply let yourself enjoy the inhale and the exhale. Every inhale is providing us with everything that we have need of. Every inhale is nourishing us and filling us. The fresh oxygen that's moving through our entire body is bringing life to every cell. And connecting us to life everywhere. You are not alone. You are connected to far more than what your eyes can see. And most of all, our breath connects us to the beautiful, divine, lovely essence already inside of you. And so we breathe and we receive all that is for us. We also exhale. And we let go of everything that is stale and no longer serving us. Maybe never was serving us. We let go of anything we've accumulated, that we've carried, that we've brought in. That is the excess. That is unneeded. We let it go. That includes any worry, any fear, any self-doubt, any guilt, any shame, any regret, any resentment and bitterness, any unforgiveness. We let all of that go. We let it go to be recycled by the light of lights back to light energy. And we remember that we are part of the all, and that the all resides within us. And so just notice in your own body where you've been holding on to any tension, any tightness, any resistance. Oh yes, I did the whole rotating my neck. That's where I like to get a nice release from holding up the head. And notice anywhere else in your body, maybe in your hands, you're clenching your hands or your feet. Maybe it's in your shoulders and you want to let your shoulders relax and move away from your ears. Just notice from the crown above your head all the way through. Any place where you're holding on to something that is not serving you, where you're holding on to any tightness, and we want to invite in the ease, the flow, that our energy can move like a beautiful river. And we want to make space, especially in that beautiful heart center area. This heart center is the place that connects us with everything that keeps us uplifted and everything that grounds us, that gives us the assurance, the confidence, the support, the knowing that we are okay. In this moment, you are loved and loved. All is well. And so we give love to our own heart, and we connect and make space to listen to the truth within our inner heart. In our inner soul, that beautiful reservoir of beautiful divine presence, divine love, divine knowing, divine truth that's already within us. We are open to receive and to honor that truth and to share and live that truth. And every breath connects us and reminds us that truth lives within us. It's not outside of us, it's right here within us. Every breath we let go of the thoughts that swirl. And we settle into our own being. So we're going to take a moment to do our 5-5-5 breath. We're going to inhale for 5 seconds. We're going to hold our breath for 5 seconds, like we're holding the air in a balloon, and then we're going to slowly release and push out that air as we exhale for 5 seconds. So let's go ahead together and take a nice deep inhale for 5. And hold it. Slowly let it go. Exhale. And you can keep your eyes closed for one more moment as we return to our normal breathing. And enjoy that nourishing life force moving through you called breath. So grateful for breath. So grateful for life. When you're ready, you can come back and open your eyes. I always say that breath is so healing, so grounding, so wonderful, so delicious, and always available to us. It's so simple, we sometimes forget that when we're feeling troubled, when we're feeling worried, there's always room to slow down and breathe. Create space so we can reorient ourselves, recalibrate, and remember what's truly important, and remember who we are. That we are not at the whim of life, that we are connected, that we are co-creators, that we are experiencing this life, especially when we do it with intention and consciousness and love. Our topic today for this episode, let it grow. From self-protection to self-expression. What does it mean? I truly celebrate when spring arrives, and I have felt this way for quite some time, and sometimes I think maybe it's related to the years I spent in Ohio, where it could be gray for months and months and months and months and months. And when spring would emerge, when you heard the birds sing again, when the ice thaws, when you see the little bit of blades of grass return, and then the leaves push through the earth in the form of perhaps a new tulip or a daisy. When you see the buds on the tree remind you that what looked dead has come back with abundance, with more glorious, flourishing, and green than what you last saw. So spring is the reminder for me of the hope that lives in us. And the beautiful thing about spring is we cannot make it come sooner. Trust me, in Ohio, there were days I wanted it to come sooner. I wished I could fast forward it the way you can fast forward when you're watching a show. There's no fast forwarding. There's a letting. And the perfect season and perfect time. Spring doesn't need our permission to come. We get to enjoy it and be reminded that we're connected and we're a part of this, and that spring also lives in us.
So we want to let grow what we want to grow. So what do I mean by that? I mean that often our patterns show, our focus shows, our attention shows that it's what we don't want that's getting the energy. That we spend a lot of time saying what has hurt me, what offended me, what angers me, what I feel so enraged about, what has left me feeling so bitter, what leaves me feeling bruised. We're so good at describing the pain, the suffering, the discomfort. We replay it, we discuss it, we hold on to it, as though if we keep dissecting it and looking at it from a different angle and talking about it again, that somehow we're going to get this amazing insight. And there can be something helpful talking about our experiences. I want you to remember it's important to leave space for the and. If we're only describing the pain, the heartache, the suffering, if we're only talking about what has hurt us, the abuse, if we're only talking about what we don't like, if we're only complaining, if we're only criticizing and blaming, if we're only tearing down any of those scenarios, then we are leaving out the opportunity for the true growth. And instead, it's like we're giving permission for the weeds to come, the WEEDs to come to suffocate the real growth that's waiting. It's a funny thing, you never have to plant a weed. They just appear. You do need to plant the flowers, the trees, sometimes even the grass. And planting for us means planting what you do want. I talk to clients and people often about what they're going through in life. And many people are going through a lot. They're going through things, and maybe you are too, in your marriage, on your job, with your health, with a loved one. Maybe it's their health. Maybe you're going through things related to your finances. Maybe you're going through things more serious related to the wars that are happening across this planet. There is a list of things that any of us could be going through. And we don't need to jockey for who's going through something more serious than someone else. Each of us has enough on our plate. And maybe not now, but maybe you have. And it's possible that you might in the future. This isn't about comparing and rating. It's about noticing. And when I talk to people who are going through so much, and they're literally suffering because of it. And what do I mean by that? They're suffering with stress, with anxiety, with depression. They're suffering with feeling numb, feeling stuck, feeling disassociated from life, from their body, from their relationships with other people. They're simply going through a subpar existence. And they know that there's more. And they want that more. They're just not quite sure how to get it, what it takes. And I'm going to remind you of what I remind them, because it's the reminder for us all. Hello, we're all connected. And that is there's always another way. There's more. Suffering is not the entire story for you. Your pain is not your entire story. How we talk about ourselves and how we describe our story is so important that we make space for the nuance, for the and called hello, hope. Maybe just a trickle, but that trickle is the same as a seed, and that seed is essential for any growth. And after people have described their pain, their suffering, after you describe and you reflect upon your pain and your suffering, your discomfort, your dis-ease, your despair, I want you to also make space to describe. In fact, you know what? Just close your eyes for a moment. If you're able to safely do so, I should say. Or I do say. Close your eyes if you're able to safely do so. And I want you to picture what brings you joy. What makes your heart sing? What makes your soul smile? What lifts you? And even if that answer is very faint, I want you to still put your attention on. Put your attention there. Because we are massive fertilizers, whether we know it or not. And so with your eyes still closed, if you're able to do so, picture the dream that you have for yourself. If I could give you in this moment a magic wand, and you could have whatever you would like. You could experience whatever you want to experience. You could do whatever you want to do with this magic wand. See it with your eyes closed. Feel it with your eyes closed. Tell me about it with your eyes closed. Every dream starts with a vision and imagination. You can come back and open your eyes. And when we are children, we can do that effortlessly. And it's time for us to sometimes go back and practice like we were children, with play, with imagination. Because play and imagination are the seeds for our dreams and our visions. And there's no guarantee it plays out exactly as you see it. Because what would the fun in that be? It does give us a reminder that there is more. And guess what? That more starts within you, within your dream, within your imagination, within your vision, your hope. And when I talk to clients audience, and that vision and that hope and that dream is so faint they can barely see it. And they're better at describing what they don't want, what they hope never happens again, what was so devastating and so painful. We're lopsided when we do that. We're better at talking about what we don't want, and that vision is very vivid and real. I want you to grow the other side. I want you to grow what you do want. That's what needs our attention. You know, people are very free with talking about how they feel related to what's happening in the world, whether it's the economy, the politics, whether it's the discord, the conflict, the war. And they can give a litany of all the things that they're upset and distressed about, understandably, very understandably. I want you to also make space for what do you hope for? What do you want to grow? What do you want to build? You who has so much power, so much gifting, so much talent. I want you to begin to imagine how you want to use it. We each have choice to imagine and to dream. And whatever you want to see grow starts in the invisible within us. And it becomes visible first within your own consciousness of imagination. And then maybe you want to write it down. Maybe you want to type it in your phone. And then through the writing, through the typing, it comes into the physical form, in the form of those words on paper or screen. But it's no longer invisible. You can read it. You can touch the paper. You can touch the screen. And all of a sudden it went from being invisible to visible because of the power in you. And we can continue to cultivate that dream, that seed, every time we give ourselves permission to imagine and feel it like it already is. Not like it could be, but like imagine it already is. You did this as a child, most likely. And even if you didn't, we all have space to practice and learn right now. And wherever you are in your practice, I want you to keep practicing. Keep imagining. Because that's how the walls of our disbelief, the walls of our cynicism, the walls of our doubt that we've created to protect ourselves from future hurt, as if that would work. What we also did was we stopped ourselves from future growth. The wall that you put up to keep yourself safe and protected is the same wall that's keeping you from freedom, from joy, from life that's happening right here, right now, from peace, from love, from the kindness and the compassion that you deserve. And so it's time for us to let go of our tendency to rehash, to describe the shock, the disbelief, the horror of what's happening in this world that we don't like, what's happening in our own world that we don't like, and begin to say, what do I want to see? What am I ready to see grow and flourish? To give yourself permission to believe that you deserve the more. You deserve everything that you dream. That does not mean it's all going to happen the way you see it. Just know you're worthy of dreaming, and everything begins with a dream. The chair I'm sitting in started with someone's dream, and then a sketch, and then a model, and then a form, to the point where I'm sitting in what was once someone's dream. What is your dream? Please let yourself dream and imagine, and then let it grow. You are safe. Instead of building more walls to keep yourself protected, which also keeps yourself stuck and inside a very small cage, come out of that. Come into the light of imagination and of permission to know there's more. And it begins with you. Whether you're creating a beautiful meal for someone, whether you're creating a beautiful opportunity to take a walk in the park, to walk around your neighborhood, to smile. You're a co-creator of so much more than you can imagine. Your one smile, your one invitation, your one meal could make the difference in a way that words can't even describe, not just for you, but for all that you are connected to, which, hello, is everyone, which is all of life. We get so caught up in what we can see, what makes sense to our cognitive mind. Can I tell you, you're more dynamic than that. You're more amazing than what you can even imagine or comprehend. As many possibilities as there are for you, guess what? Know that you're worthy of every single one of those possibilities. And I don't know which one is going to unfold, but have fun letting it happen. Let it grow. We can't pull the flower up from the earth. We can water it. We can provide it with nutrients. We can remove the weeds. We can talk to it. And so I want you to talk to yourself with love and say, I'm worthy. I'm enough. I'm going to let myself practice dreaming more, imagining more. I'm going to let go of my tendency to quickly describe what I don't like, to build another wall, another layer of armor, and I'm going to give myself the opportunity to use that wand to co-create what I do want in each moment of this life, of this journey. May we all use them with consciousness and wisdom and integrity and peace and love and joy, starting within ourselves. I look forward to hearing your stories, to being a part of your story, because we're all part of one amazing story. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing time and space. Thank you for being you, beautiful soul.
Thank you, beautiful soul, for remembering who we are and for making time and space to be with us today. As you go forward on your journey to the known and unknown places, continue to listen to your inner heart and honor your soul, because your answers are always within you. Please consider supporting us and spreading more light and love with this message by simply liking the video below, subscribing, and consider sharing as well. Most of all, take gentle care and breathe. We see you. We thank you. Beautiful soul.